You don't have to feel good about it, you just have to keep going. The feeling will pass, but you will remain. You are greater than your feelings. Going to bed late and waking up early to work for a few days won't kill you. You're not going to burn out, you're doing what it takes. If you're one of those people that push work-life balance, just remember, the people who like working a lot don't care. I've never regretted trying harder at anything ever. Hard times last long, but an epic story feels like a lifetime.
There are basically two kinds of people in life. They're winners and they're losers. And the definition is this: losers take things that happen to them and that they feel inside that suck, and they wallow and they use it for self or outward destruction. Winners take whatever they feel it, it sucks, and they transmute it into things that are good for themselves and for the world.
If you think the price of winning is too high, wait till you get the bill from regret.
We're all writing a book. What's your book look like? What does your book look like? Like your life is a book. You got a bunch of chapters in your book, but when they close that book, how good was the book? How good was your book? What was the ending to your book?
I don't think I'm beautiful until you call me beautiful. I actually don't think I'm until you tell me I'm. I don't have faith in me until you have faith in me. I don't believe in me until you believe in me. A lot of y'all have the deepest level of validation issues, and you're not even conscious of them. You need people with you and around you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and the idea of spending time alone scares the... This is not gonna be a pattern of validation that gets fixed and handled overnight. You are deathly afraid to live with and be with you. And so you got text messages, phone calls, and people at your house, video games. You have to be consumed and around and in an environment with people all day, every day, because you don't love yourself.
Did any of you guys know I was running today?
No.
No one knew I was running today. You see me by myself? Quiet? Humble?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. God watching me?
Yes, sir.
That's it, right?
Yes.
You want motivation? I'm not telling you the motivation. I just showed you 2 hours and 20 minutes, right?
Yeah.
So what am I doing? I'm showing you motivation.
Mm-hmm.
So all these words I can speak to you, they don't mean anything. A lot of these motivational people come out here and give you motivational words. It fires you up, right?
Yeah.
What should fire you up is just seeing by myself doing what I preach about.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't nobody watching. You guys just happen to see me.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
That makes perfect sense.
It's about doing, my friend. Ain't about talking. So ain't nothing I can say. It's what I can do.
You know, you are not your past. You're you. You're you right now. Like the past you might have done some things you wish you hadn't done. Don't dwell on that. You learn from it, that's fine, but don't dwell on it. Just keep moving. Keep moving. You know, use it as fuel. Say never again. You know, I get what I did wrong, but don't think that you're that person that made those mistakes. You're the person who's learned, you know, and to have that attitude is a really important thing. And to not say, why am I doing this now? I could have been doing this my whole life. Well, you weren't, so it's not gonna help.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta not think like that. You just gotta be happy you're doing it now.
You know, your tired body, that unmotivated mind, and get out there and do it anyway. You know, you better fight yourself, because you're not only winning when things are going your way. You gotta figure out how to win when things aren't going your way. You gotta figure out when your body's fighting you, when your mind's fighting you. How do you still, you know, just say, it, I'm gonna beat my mind today? Or do you just give in to your mind and say, oh, I'm tired today, I'm lazy, I don't wanna do it, it's too hard, no one else is doing it, it's a weekend, it's too late, these are already off hours, oh, exactly what I want isn't happening right now. Like, okay, great, you know who that's great for? Your competition. You want that attitude to permeate the people that you're competing against. You want them to give in to their mind. You want them to say, oh, it's too hard, I can't do it. But you want to be the one that says, fuck it, I'm gonna do it anyway.
Winning does not lie. When you look in the mirror, you can lie and see what's on the surface. You cannot lie what's going on inside.
I'm like the lone survivor in here, you know? Tonight will be over with 2. Tomorrow I'll be stronger for it. Another day will go by. 365 of them happen so fast. Who are you gonna be in a year from now? And in a year from now, does that future person hold regret or pride?
You don't become confident by shouting affirmations in the mirror, but by having a stack of undeniable proof that you are who you say you are. Outwork your self-doubt.
Go. Yep. It's you when all that fear that's in your head, all the what ifs and the scenarios that you create inside your own mind that are way worse than anything that is actually going to happen, they all disappear when you go. So just take action and start moving forward.
You want to live a good life? Yes. I like to drink. I like to eat burger. Okay. You're gonna pay the bill in the future.
Oh, I'm so dumb. I said stupid this. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's how we think.
You want to become best. You want to become champion. And now you want to say, like, you tired? Who cares? You tired or not? Nobody cares about you.
Get back to work. It's time to get back to work. Stop hearing yourself talk. Get off the podcast. Don't be on social media too much. Cut out all the noise. Get back to the mental lab. It's the unseen work. What you just said is a true statement. Those are false dopamine hits that people are giving you, man. There's no belief in that. These are team work dopamine. Like, I'm out running at 2 o'clock in the morning, 1 o'clock in the morning, in the gym, long sessions by myself. That's real. How I'm able to just extract dopamine, the good dopamine whenever I want. Man, I've trained 99% of my life alone. No one pat me on the back. I did all of the work alone.
Why did you push yourself on the military front? Why did you go become a Navy SEAL? That's a ridiculous thing to do, right? They just torture you to death in the water. Why'd you do it?
Because I wanted to serve my country in the highest capacity possible.
Okay, so do you feel that you accomplished something real when you went through the Navy SEAL training program?
Absolutely.
Okay, why was it real?
Because why was it real? It was the hardest thing that I've done.
Right, that's right. Yeah, was it meaningful?
Absolutely.
Was it transformative?
Yes.
And it was the hardest thing you'd ever done. Okay, well that's the pathway. The pathway to what's most real is through the hardest things that you can do.
I started lying about everything. I wanted people to like me. I wanted to be accepted in some society of life, some social society. And I lost myself. I never had myself. I never found myself. I had no self-esteem.
Fish just don't jump in the boat. Meaning you better go out there and do it yourself. Don't wait around and wait for someone to hand deliver something. Go make it happen. The fish don't just jump in the boat. If you want to go catch them, go catch them. Throw that line in the water and go do some work. And if it doesn't work that day, do it again the next day.
I'ma win wherever I go. Wherever I go, I'ma win. I don't care where I go. I don't give a damn what team I go to, I'ma win. I'ma win regardless. It don't matter. It don't matter. You talk about making your teammates better, I'ma make them better. Wherever I go, I'ma win.
Instead of spending time getting in the mood to work, just start working. Confront the work. People think they need perfect conditions to start, when in reality, starting is the perfect condition.
There is always gonna be champions. With your name, this is your choice. You wanna put your name there? Okay, work hard. No? Bye-bye.
Yeah, I realized at an early age that there's zero benefit in being hard on yourself because I am no matter what, I'm a perfectionist and I get very angry at myself. There's zero benefit to self-talk that's negative. So I cut that out of my life like very early on.
This is a journal from high school where I wrote about how bad I wanted to change myself, to fit in with other people, to become more likable. And I would constantly improve myself, grow myself as a person so I can be that person that everybody likes. I would get left on red and I would genuinely question what was wrong with me. I would question what was it with me that made people not want to talk to me, or made people think that I was annoying or just wanted to be absent from my life. And it got so bad to a point where I really wanted to change myself. I wanted to turn myself into a likable person. I wanted to turn myself into a completely different person.
There's not much difference between forgiving other people and forgiving yourself. And you can't just do that by saying that you're going to do it. So what I've observed clinically, and I think this works philosophically as well, is that what you want to do to set things right, which is to atone, is to lay out what you've done that you think was wrong. Provide yourself with the best possible defense. So imagine you're taking yourself to task because you did some things wrong. It's like, okay, list them out in your imagination or write it down. But then you got to defend yourself as thoroughly as you possibly can, which doesn't mean you're trying to get yourself off the hook. It means that you're trying not to take yourself apart more than is necessary. And then you might ask, well, if I've done something terrible, maybe what's necessary is that I commit suicide, is that like I pay the ultimate price for my sins, and people will do that when they're depressed. And that's not right, because actually what you want to do to atone is to set yourself back on the right track. So the precondition for forgiving yourself is, first of all, to sort out whether or not you're accusing yourself too viciously.
You say, oh yeah, I made the decision at this time. Of course, if I had this other information, I'd change it, but I did what I did. The result was not what I wanted. It's not what I intended. Here we are. And now you can either beat yourself up, or you can say, here's some lessons I've learned from it. One of my SEALs killed a friendly Iraqi soldier. in a terrible situation. And of course, you know, we could go back and the hindsight's 20/20 and I could have done this and I should have done this and I should have done something else. And I didn't. And that's on me. And so I think, you know, that initial part, if we're going to talk about forgiveness, the first part of that is taking ownership to say, yep, this was my call. This was my decision. This is the move that I made. That's me. It's not anybody else, it's me. Because the minute you start saying, well, this person did that and this person's, you know, the enemy did this and we didn't expect that. The minute you start casting blame on other people, now I think you're lying to yourself. And I think that's gonna cause more problems. So saying, yes, this was a decision I made. This is the information I had at the time. It ended up being a bad decision. Here was my intent behind it, and I've got to move forward. If you want to, you know, I always talk about you want to learn, but you don't want to dwell. If you dwell on the past, if you dwell on the mistakes that you made, like you said, everybody is just doomed.
See, I'm crazy. I be thinking, I was crazy enough to believe what the I was saying gonna happen was gonna happen. And that's why I was persistent enough and consistent enough to exist now. When I'm coming up, it's like, yo, who won him? Like, who he with? Me, by myself. Now I do what the I want to do.
The biggest advice is shut off your phones, shut off all technology, find a dark, quiet place for you to think. You have to think first. And then when you think, you have to think, okay, what's my purpose in life? But you have to quiet the noise. The world's moving too fast right now. You have to stop it and say, what am I all about and where am I going? But it takes being raw and real with yourself.